Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric and Chad here from Moss Pawn and Gun, and today we're going to be doing a video about open carry assholes. That's right, I said it. People that carry guns in the open. They go to restaurants and they carry rifles and long guns like this guy everywhere they go. Now, you know, I can understand that they're trying to kind of prove a point. They're trying to prove a higher ground type of point with the Second Amendment, and they're trying to show support for the Second Amendment, but there are certainly times when open carry is a good idea and times when it's not a good idea. What do you think, Chad?
I don't know. I mean, the whole thing about walking up and down the city street, you know, with an AR strapped to your back, I mean, is it really like protesting, you know, a cause, or are you just out there to, you know, scare little kids? I mean, you know, because you got to think, I mean, it's kind of a common sense approach. I mean, you strapping a rifle to your back, you're making normal gun owners look pretty bad. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. I mean, you know, it's one thing to do it with a little bit of class and taste, you know, but just strapping a rifle to your back and walking into the Walmart, it's not something that's kind of the norm. You know, maybe in a situation where you had to run that rifle on your back to go to Walmart, yeah, might be a little bit more justified, but everyday shopping, no.
I think it certainly skirts a fine line because, you know, on one end, you know, there's even people that say, oh, well, you shouldn't even open carry a pistol. You know, open carry, it has its place. For instance, if you're in your place of business, like for instance here, when you go into a gun shop, like here at Moss, you know, you'll see that a lot of people that run gun shops and stuff, they carry open. But that business is considered an extension of the owner's home. If the owner decides that he wants his employees to carry pistols on an open manner in his place of business, sometimes it can be a show of force. If somebody comes into a place like this that has, you know, over $1 million worth of inventory, if not more, and they think they're going to try something dumb and get away with it, they look in here and they see 9 people armed at any one given time, they're probably going to, you know, change their mind. Now, open carrying in some random place where there may not necessarily be a threat level that you would perceive, you know, or foresee as being an issue for that particular area. I mean, many of us have like strapped on our handgun and walked in to go grab some groceries real quick, or gone into the 7-Eleven to go grab a soda or whatever the heck may be. But there's a difference between, you know, carrying your gun, your pistol, your everyday carry piece in an open fashion, and these guys that, you know, there's been situations where, you know, guys have gone in these, you know, restaurants and all of these public places, and they'll strap a, you know, AR-15 with a beta mag strapped into it and all this crazy stuff, and they'll wear it across their chest and go sit down and order some food. And when the waiter or the owner looks at them like, what are you doing? Oh, well, that's my right.
Well, and also that is their place of business, and they have the right to refuse service to you and ask you to leave, you know, and that's the case in a lot of places. But I mean, carrying a pistol is one thing. I mean, I think the main topic of this video is between like open carry and like a handgun, which is, you know, the prevalent item for self-defense when you're out and about is a handgun, because it's easily handled, it's easily concealed if you so choose to conceal it, if you have the permit and whatnot. You know, in most states you are required to have a permit to either open or concealed carry. Some states you have what's called constitutional carry, so pretty much you can open carry anywhere you want without any sort of permitting. And then if you want to conceal it, you might have to have a permit, and then other states, you know, are different. But that's a topic for another day. We may have covered it before, but anyways, you know, the thing is, I mean, is it better to open carry where your gun is accessible, okay, at any given time, and that you are known to have that weapon and that you have that force, you know, on your person if someone's thinking about doing something kind of you know, scary or shady or whatever the case may be, or have it concealed, tucked away, and have that element of surprise. So,
I think that it's a wiser decision to carry concealed, because you can go a lot of places where, let's just say you're in a situation where, I'm not saying it's a place where someone is saying, oh, well, we don't want you carrying guns in our place of business. I'm not saying carrying a gun somewhere where you're not supposed to be, or am I saying that? But anyway, I mean, no one is going to come up to you and go, you're carrying a gun, if they don't see the gun. And not a lot of people are trained to see when a gun is printing on someone. You know, some people carry concealed, but they carry lazily when it comes to carry concealed. So, you know, having the gun in an area where you pop your shirt and you can still see an outline of a gun, well, you're not really carrying concealed. I mean, the whole idea of carrying concealed is so that no one knows you have the firearm on your person. at that given time. Now, I think that in a, let's just say a tactical situation, a situation where you're having to respond to something that's going on that's, of course, very negative, like a robber or someone, pulling a gun out and they're trying to do something stupid. If that person deploys a firearm and means to use it in an ill manner, they're going to pick out the biggest threat that they can find in that room. If they're going to pull out and start shooting, they're going to shoot the biggest perceived threat in the room first. And that person is always going to be someone with a gun that is visible. So the guy that has the open carry gun, they're going to go, well, he's got a gun, I see it. So when you look at the way police look at situations, if, let's say that, for instance, okay, so say, for instance, I'm a police officer, and I'm armed, okay, and I'm open carrying, and I go into a situation where there's two potential perps that I don't know what their deal may be or whatever, okay, and say I go into this room and there's a loaded, or a gun that I think may be loaded sitting in the corner, and there's two perps and none of them are near it. How many armed people are in that room? 3. Because there's no telling what could happen if those perps could get to the gun that I already see, or if the perps take me down and take my gun. Anybody in that room can be armed, including me. I know I'm armed if I'm a cop, but you also have to look at, you don't know what could happen. There could be some jerk behind the door that's going to, tear you, take you down and try to take your gun out of your holster.
And 2, it may not be visible that those guys are carrying, but they might have 2 guns stuck in there or tucked in their pants or whatever, or behind them, in the small of the back, whatever the case may be.
Right.
I mean, you got to think about that too. You never know. But if, like you said, if someone's looking to do something wrong and maybe like rob a place, whatever the case may be, and you're standing in line waiting to buy, say you're at the liquor store or whatever, and you're looking to buy some beer or whatever, I mean, whatever the case may be, I mean, they walk in like, oh, gun, pow, give me your money.
Exactly.
And then that's done.
Because they automatically assume that because you're carrying, you're obviously, you see them robbing the place, you're going to do something about it. So, the whole open carry thing, I can understand people want to open carry because they feel like, I mean, yes, it's a constitutional right to carry, and some people want to open carry to show their support for the Second Amendment, and that is a very positive thing. If the venue and if the situation lends itself to open carry, fine. If it's a situation that lends itself, then great. But I would say generically, for most situations, it's probably a wiser idea to carry concealed. So we're really curious to know what you guys might think. I did do a Facebook poll, I think, at some point about open or concealed. And I want to say that an overwhelming majority of people agreed that, yes, I mean, you should carry concealed and you should hide the gun and only break it out if you really need it. With that being said, there are a very large majority of people in general that carry on a regular basis, and that's the thing. You're walking down the street, you don't know who is armed. But I guarantee you, especially if you go to some, down home kind of town here in Georgia somewhere where everybody's just kind of outdoorsy and, easygoing, I guarantee at least 7 out of 10 people are packing some heat.
At least half, if not more.
At least half.
In states
I would
like
say
ours.
half to 7 out of 10.
Well, one thing too that really gripes me are the guys who open carry, but they don't only open carry, but they have a concealed carry badge. What the hell is that all about? I mean, really? Running strobes on the car, stuff like that too. I mean, are you just trying to be a cop? You trying to be Billy Badass? I mean, or what's the story?
It makes you stick out a lot more when people do that kind of stuff. Because a bad guy is going to see something like that, and he's just going to see a badge and a gun, and just automatically, he's not going to try to read the little fine print on the badge. He's not going to see if it says such and such PD. He's just going to go, oh, that's a cop. Bang.
See, a lot of those badges look just like a police badge. I mean, hell, I don't really know the difference. I've never seen police badges too much up close to compare them, one next to the other. But unless you're like right here, you can't read what department it is or whatever the case may be. It looks like a badge. It's a badge and it's a symbol of authority or whatever the case may be.
Yep.
Is that guy a cop? I mean, well, he doesn't look like a cop. What the hell? What is this?
Yeah. It can be deceiving, and not only deceiving to the people around you, but deceiving to the bad guy. And I don't know if I want to go into a situation with a target painted on me.
Not only that, but also deceiving the law enforcement. I mean, what if you were ever in some altercation where you had to defend yourself and they show up and you've got a badge on and all this kind of crap? I'm like, well, how are they going to perceive you? In a situation like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's a really bad idea.
Yeah, I do too. But what do you think? That's what we want to know. So guys, leave your comments below. We've been trying to continue Gun Gripes, and we do appreciate all of the support. And of course, we've been getting a lot of comments and a lot of people coming in the shop and asking about Barry. And some people have just found out about Barry recently, about him passing this year. And it's been really hard on all of us, and we really hate that it happened, and it's very unfortunate. But we do appreciate the support that we've gotten moving forward, not only with Gun Gripes, but with everything that we've done on the channel. And we can only hope that Barry would approve of our comments. You know, I can picture him now, what he would have to say. But we do appreciate the support, and please leave your comments below. We'll be sure to read through them, and we're curious to know what you think about open versus concealed carry, and also about the whole concealed carry badges and all of these things, and of course about these jerks that wear these rifles on their chest and go into the restaurant trying to play Billy Badass. So anyway, guys, we do appreciate the support again. Hopefully this video wasn't too long-winded or anything, but check us out next time. We have many more videos on the way. Guys, more firearms facts, more gunsmithing videos, range reviews, reloading videos, 5 guns, gun gripes. I mean, we've got a lot of cool stuff on the way. So we appreciate your support. We'll catch you next time.